Hi, good day everyone. This is Jasper Tibong. Today, I will be discussing my Pecha Kucha on John Halby's book, which is Business Process, Outsourcing Process, Strategies, and Contracts, Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. The negotiation process in an outsourcing negotiation should be a process of give and take. A fair contract for both parties should be made to establish terms and conditions of the legal relationship. The contract between the parties is a significant part of the outsourcing process as it can be used as a sword or shield in an event of disagreement between two parties. A negotiation between a customer and a vendor is often imbalanced as a vendor is more experienced in the negotiation process and because a customer does not think that negotiating the contract is a part of the outsourcing process. Negotiation is the final stage in sales cycle and representatives of the vendor are taught to protect the vendor at the greatest extent possible. Here are the steps that both parties should consider when negotiating. You start with understanding the negotiation position. There are three basic factors that determine a BPO agreement. First is the underlying objectives of each party, the scope of the service being outsourced, and last, the relative bargaining positions of the parties. Next is establishing objectives. It largely determines the substance and the form of the transaction. Define scope. The scope of the transaction and the extent of each party's responsibility impact the party's position on certain issues. Determine value. The party should balance demands with value and recognize what is available to be negotiated. Define roles. Each party must determine the role it intends to take during the negotiation. Find a lawyer to assess the legal risks associated with the legal relationship. Identify the lead negotiator. Each party must determine which roles each individual on the negotiation team will play. Identify and draft responsibility. A vendor's willingness to be reasonable in its legal relationship with the customer is important, just as the customer's willingness to accept the reasonable risks. Term sheet. The term sheet is also a critical document in the negotiation process, since it offers a structure through which the parties can create a satisfactory contract. The first step in this analysis is to divide the contract terms into categories of importance for both the customer and the vendor. These categories could be identified as key contract terms, significant contract terms, minor contract terms, and terms with no quantifiable impact. Often, the personality of the persons involved should be recognized in trying to grasp the other party's role in the negotiation. Apart from a checklist of values prepared by the negotiator, he or she should also prepare a brief biographical description of the people who will participate in the opposite side. A negotiating session will have several phases which differ. Difficult periods of dispute should be alternated with periods of commitment to provisions or commitments that are considered fair, so that a good relationship can be formed during the negotiations. This in turn means that there is no good reason for each side to abandon the agreement. The business process outsourcing contract offers a structure under which the outsourcing provider assumes the responsibility for and operates all or part of the business processes of a customer, including the relevant scope, performance criteria, and compensation schedules on a continuous basis. Use of attorneys, an almost inevitable consequence of entering into an outsourcing transaction is that the client will need an attorney services, whether corporate or outside counsel. Many companies have rules which require an attorney to be involved in any contract for more than a specified amount of money. This section provides a general overview of certain main provisions included in the BPO contract, or at least discussed when formulating it. This is intended to provide some guidance on the structuring and negotiation of the contract, but it is not intended to provide the review of all potential contractual problems. This section deals with some of the potential pricing problems that needs to be addressed when structuring the BPO transaction. Both consumers and vendors are very innovative in the way the fee schedules are structured to respond to the parties' needs and concerns. Here is the list of pricing considerations. Structure of the BPO agreement, scope of services, term, transition, transformation, integration, measuring performance, Sarbanes-Oxley compliance, transfer of employees, staffing, transfer of assets, management control, customer responsibilities, intellectual property, reports, and documentation. ownership and return of data, privacy and confidential information, business recovery, pricing or fees, payments, taxes, dealing with business variability, audit and other audit requirements, representation and warranties, liabilities, liquidated damages, termination, and many other more. Retention of strategic control by the customer is also crucial to a good outsourcing relationship, as it means that the customer controls his business process path, which is at the center of his operation. Even it may not be necessarily enforced, here are some of the ways in which a vendor can maintain levels of authority without trying to control the vendor. Technical architecture and product standards, identifying customers' responsibilities, in-house capabilities, rights of approval, and vendor concerns, which includes micromanagement, dedicated versus shared environments, and cost considerations. First is the pricing structure, which includes the following shown on the screen: lump sum, payments on the assets, spending commitments, cost of living adjustments, and other pricing considerations like travel, out-of-pocket expenses, taxes, severance or redundancy payments, and transition costs. Assembling the team. Due to the dynamic nature of the transaction, it is important for each party to assemble their team of experts as early as possible during the transaction. This team may include representatives from business, technical, finance, legal, audit, environmental, and human resources.